Coach Bougie. This is Theo, absolute stud. You played quite a bit as a freshman, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he played as a freshman. He's going into his sophomore year. So when you think about yourself and your game as a whole, what are you best at and what do you need the most help with?
I think I'm best at my receiving, low pitches, and like just framing in general. And I'm good at athletic blocking, like lateral. But I think I need to work on keeping my glove from popping up on the blocks like down the middle, and then receiving pitches that are low and away.
Okay, great. Okay, so as I hear you say that, now do you know why our hands come up?
No.
What I've found is whenever that's happening, typically what's going on is like in our brain, we're thinking that it's going to be safer, it's going to hurt less if you use your hands, right? Because like that's even the thing with receiving too. Like when you bounce your glove, where does your glove go first?
Down.
It goes down, and then when we bounce, right, typically it comes from us starting here and then going down. Why does our glove come like up in front of our face?
Because it's to protect our face.
Yeah, because your brain is telling you your glove's down here, the ball's coming at you, so get your hands up, right? So that's kind of same thing that happens when we block, when our hands come up like that. Let's do this. Throw your mask on. I'm gonna start throwing some balls at you, and then we'll work on all of that. Good. Okay, high pitch. Okay, low pitch. Give me like a transfer, like someone's going. Okay, ball in the dirt. Now block it. Turn over, block it. Okay, this side. Here's what I saw as we were doing that. One, your receiving looks really good. If there's anything, and I would want to slow down the video to look at it and speed up the velocity of the ball to like that's probably where we would see bigger flaws come. But if there's anything, if you look at it from the side, it may be that we're not pushing through the ball enough. You're doing a really good job of staying below, and we're going kind of straight up. So if there was anything, it would probably be that we would want to go through the ball just a little bit more rather than just straight up, because you're just going to be a little bit stronger if you can use that tricep a little bit more. So on the receiving side, I thought you looked really good. On the blocking side, do you feel like you get too far forward sometimes?
Yes. Like I fall over on my hand a little bit.
Do you know why that happens?
No.
No? Okay, so hop on your knees, and I want you to face that way. Sit your hips up. Okay. Now, where do you feel the pressure from the ground?
My knees.
On your knees. Okay, now sit your hips back. Now, where do you feel the pressure?
More on my feet.
More on your feet, and maybe because your feet are tucked too, but really it's more on your shin guards. Now that's what allows you to slide side to side, right? We're on nice turf, so you can still slide here, but you'll kind of tip out if you go too far forward. But so come back to your knees, just like that. Go hips high, and here, that's how your knees slide. Okay, when our shoulders are out front of our knees, and so what we need to get comfortable doing is get comfortable staying there. I like to have our knees like here when you look from the side, right? Rather than there, right? And that's when we tip.
Yes.
Okay. So that's one thing. Now, the other thing that I saw in your transfer was you're really good at getting your right foot down. Sometimes you might close yourself off like this. It could have just been because we're just doing a drill, right? You might not do that like in the game. And then sometimes it felt like your elbows were down. And so getting really firm and like having this left foot be open just a little bit more and our elbows getting up, that's another thing that I would look at. And then last thing would be in your stances. So let's go through your stances real quick. Give me your sign stance. Okay, very nice. One of the things that I like to see here is this being flat. Okay, that looks great. Everything looks good here. So now call a fastball, go into a single knee.
Okay.
Perfect. Very nice. One thing that I may want to see from you just a little more is a little bit more like attack angle in the chest, if you call it that. That could be here.
Yeah.
And then as you go down into your triple threat, some people call this a chest press, but it's basically just like kind of lowering those shoulders a little bit as you go. So go ahead, go to your target again. Okay, flat, flat, elbow out to the side.
Okay.
There. Okay, and then go triple threat and chest press. Boom. Right, see that? Watch our glove angle. See how our glove angle's here? See if we can get that flat.
All right.
Just elbow out to the side. Yep. So a lot of times we'll have our elbow close here. We want to feel our elbow get out away. Yep. And be out like that. And then we just need to make sure that this glove is flat.
All right.
Okay. And then we turn down. Right. So you're just pre-turning here because you have to do that.
Yeah.
But we want a flat target, elbow out, and chest press. And go. All right. Now give me your secondary. Good. Okay, now see this space right here? Okay, so when I see that, that makes me think we're using way too much energy. Okay, and so like if I get into my secondary, right, I'm here and like try to put your hand right here. See how it's tight?
Yeah.
That's really like more so what we want in our secondary. So get your feet a little wider and connect. Yes. Good, good. Get your feet even a little wider. Good. Are your hips kind of tight?
Yeah, like all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So then that's a really big thing. Okay, so you can see when you're doing that, what's happening is in order to even get wider, you have to get super wide with your feet, and then your knees come in, and this is why a lot of people think catchers have bad knees. Well, it's not that catchers have bad knees, it's catchers have bad stances because their hips are tight, then they put their knees in bad positions, and then they get bad knees. So if you have loose hips, you don't have to have bad knees, right? Okay, so just through this 5-minute assessment or whatever, here are the action items that I would have for you, right? Keep working on your mobility like crazy. When we go to block, make sure that we get our hips back. With receiving, what are the things that we need to do there?
Keep it like that, and then when you go down to the triple threat, move your chest over a little bit, chest press, and then down, up into the triple threat.
Yeah, exactly. Flat target, and then rotate down into that triple threat.
Yeah.
And then again, I'd want to see a little bit more on the receiving. I do think that your receiving is a really big strength based off what I saw today. And then with throwing, just trying to make sure that we don't like close off too much. Okay, so let me throw you a few more balls blocking.
Yeah.
And I really want to see you like absorb this ball back. Yeah, and we should have our shoulders finishing here. Okay. And feel that roll. Not necessarily a tip down. Like you want this lower spine more vertical, but then you want to roll there, like feel your ribs roll in. And we want to do that as the balls come in, so it's almost like a sack bunt. So then it just drops. Yeah. Okay. All right. Throw your mask on your knees. Yep. Hips high. Hips high. Okay. Let's actually go hands high too. Okay. Now just go back and down. So right here. Boom. Yeah. Up. Good. Good. Tuck your chin too. A few more. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. Now with the ball, it's the same thing. Okay. Right here. Good, very nice. And really watch it. I want you to find it on your belly button, okay? Good, hips back more. Hips back more. Good. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now you're finding the touch, right? That's all right. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Good, hips high to start. Hips high to start. Good. So you want it like legitimately like a sacrifice bunt, right? Like if you're trying to do a push bunt, what are you trying to do as the ball is coming?
Push it?
Push it, yeah. Like, but if you go too early, then it doesn't kick the same, right? On a sack bunt, it's the same thing. Right as the ball hits it, that's what we want here. So we don't want to get too early, but right as it hits, then it just dies. A few more. Nice and easy. Good. Control it. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Good. Very nice. Okay. Now, a little bit harder. Stay there. Good. Hips up high to start. Good. There we go. What'd you feel right there?
That feels that.
It feels good. And that one came forward just a little, right? So this is the thing, right? It's all movement patterns. It just takes a lot of reps. Let's get a few more. Hips up high. Good. Good. Those hips all the way back once you go down. Close. Track it all the way to the belly button. Yes. So what I'm seeing, you're still a little bit here. I want you to think here. Okay, so it's like the lower spine angle you got to get that a little bit more upright and then roll the shoulders rather than getting here, because now see what happens to my weight?
Yeah.
Now it's coming forward. Exactly. So yeah, do it again. So this is to get a little more there.
Okay.
And then you can roll there. So, so you still get the same downward motion, but then you're not tipping forward on your knees. Okay, a few more. Good. Yeah, you feel how much more centered you are?
Yeah, definitely.
That looks awesome. Go from like a half stance, so stand up. Yep, so extend the hands and then go. Yep. Oh, you like to kick back, huh? Were you taught to kick back when you block? I saw that. Okay, that's fine. We can do that too.
Okay.
But same thing. So give me flat target, right? Elbow out, flat glove, boom. Extend the hands, and then you can kick back. It's a little hard because I don't have shins, but let's do that movement real quick. Let's see how it looks. Hands. Good. Yep. And then we just want to make sure that we finish with those hips back. Okay. Let's do it again. Here. Yeah, good. Okay, now do it wrong and be too far up front. Feel the difference. Okay, good. Yeah. All right, now do it correct. Stay back a little bit more. Yeah, you know how much stronger that is? Okay, now I want you to know this just so that you have it. Okay, so come right here, 3/4 stance with me. Okay, target, hands, so flat. Yep, or straight arms. And then I want you to bring your knees forward. Yeah, just because I want you to have it too, right? You should be able to know how to do both, so do it again. Right, here, straight arms, knees forward. Yeah, good. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, good. One other thing that I see just ever so slightly every once in a while, sometimes we'll get a pancake glove here. Right, and we just gotta tuck that thing back, get it vertical, and then that'll bring our arms back into that home plate shape, right? Okay, one more, dry movement, go knees forward here. I know it feels a little weird, but just try it. And then, okay, so time out here, this is what I'm talking about there, right? Does that feel weird, or does it feel more athletic?
It feels kind of weird, but I feel more athletic than I did back.
Yeah, well, because like even in our primary, right, like I like to think about the M shape here, and then the table shape here, but the whole time I'm connected, right? Because as soon as we start disconnecting, I feel how hard we have to work, right? Even if I just get here, I save so much more energy, and I'm lower, and I'm more athletic, and my shoulders closer to the ground. Okay, so go secondary one more time. Lean a little bit more forward. Yes, nice. And then see if you can get your feet wider. Just see. Yeah, dude, that looks so much better. Right, now look at the tilt. Okay, we'll get there. Elbow out to the side. Okay, now go down to triple threat. Okay, good. Now go flip the glove and knees forward. Oh my gosh. Okay, give me target. Flat, elbow out to the side. Good, but in the center of your body. In the center. So elbow out to the side, but still in the center. Okay. Right, just not, see here versus here? Yeah. That's the only difference. Flat glove. Yes, there you go. Connect the, yes, there we go. Triple threat. Okay, flip it. Good. What'd you feel with your shoulders? Coming forward just a little bit, right? Okay, that's right. Dude, that's the thing. This takes time. Yeah, I'm telling you though, if you get that feel to stay back a little more, you're gonna be in great shape. Secondary, good. Connect your chest, flat glove. Good. Bring it back. Get the elbow out. Nice. Triple threat. Down to the ground. Good. Flip. Good. Yes! Come on! That's great. Good job. Okay, let's get one more. Put it together, right? It's all the little things. It's just all the little things all added up. Chest, yes. Flat glove. Bring it. Yep, there we go. Now down. Good. Flip. Yes, one more.
I feel like I fell forward a little bit there.
Yeah, now you can feel it. Okay, let's do it again. Connect, good. Triple threat, yes, flip, good. You know what? I'll take that, right? Because what did you do with your hips right there?
I sat back.
You sat back, right? And so, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I get fired up at whenever coaches do this. Is they're like, oh, dude, you missed the block. It's like, well, we're not really working on the block right now. What are we working on?
Fundamentals of
we're working on getting your hips to stay back. So if you do the thing right, but you miss the ball, and we correct you for not doing the ball, it's like, well, then we're not coaching this, right? We actually just want the result, but we want that because that leads to the result. Okay, let's do 2 more.
Okay.
2 more. Yes, good. Connect more. Yes, good. Triple threat. Nice, flip. Good. Yes, dude. That's great. One more. Connect. Good. Flat glove. Good. Elbow. Feel that elbow out to the side a little more in your target. Okay. Still in the center. Good. Triple threat. Yep. Feel your chest come down a little more. Yeah. There you go. Flip. Good. Hey, I'll take it. Give me biggest takeaways. What are the biggest things that you learned from our time together right now?
I learned I need to sit my hips back way more than I was because I'm falling forward a bunch, which makes me less athletic and stuff.
Yeah.
I learned the flat glove
and the target.
Elbow out for the target.
And we still want that target to be right centered, right? But if we're here and here, right, then it's not as good of a target. But you were right in the pre-turn, but we want that on the triple threat, not on the target.
Yeah. And then I need to extend my hand or extend my elbow a little bit more when I'm receiving, push it out.
Yeah.
And then on the chest press too when I'm receiving.
I love it. And that goes right into the blocking too.
Yeah.
Right? Where's your dream school? Where do you want to go?
Florida State University or the U.S. Naval Academy.
Okay. Why do you think they should pick you?
Because I'm going to work harder than everybody else.
And you're good.
Yeah.
I love it.
I feel good.
I love it. Well, heck of a job, man.
Thank you.
Great work. And you got any other advice to anyone that watches this?
If you're younger and you feel like you're falling behind, just wait till you're older and start lifting as soon as you can. Keep working hard. Just do your best.
Great advice. All right, guys. Hope that you enjoyed this and learned a bunch of great stuff. Peace.